It has been a while since I've done one of these. I can explain. I've had a pair of feet living with me. They're very nice, you know, good and friendly, no smell. Very little smell. The trouble is that every time I would try and film a video, these feet would walk into the room that we were sharing, along with the person that was attached to them. Anyway, these feet are all gone now though, so I'm free to be doing this again. I'm sorry for the radio silence. Not that that matters. If I'd had my radio on, you wouldn't have heard it. Nobody listens to the radio anymore. You get the picture. It's been a while. Shall we begin? So, while I was gone, it happened. I got old. I woke up in the middle of the night to find my childish trinkets taken, my posters torn off the walls, and my windows wide open. And this can only mean two things. I'm 18 now, and Peter Pan is not taking the news well. So my birthday was on the 2nd of April, and I guess that you could say I evolved into a fully grown person. This is where I would make a Pokemon metaphor, but because I'm a grown-up now, I'm not allowed to do that. So what's being 18 like? Pretty much the exact same as being 17, except for I feel an obligation to have a lot more opinions about things that I don't really care about. I read somewhere that kidney beans will make you live 10 years longer. Opinions which I don't necessarily believe, but will continue to spout throughout this video because I am grown now, and I make the rules. Other than that, I've only had one night experiencing the perks of being 18, but we'll get to that. Also, everyone keeps congratulating me. Oh, congratulations, congratulations. I didn't do anything. I slept a lot, I learned what colours were, I watched Star Wars, I got nervous in front of girls, I learned 4 chords on a guitar, and that's pretty much where we are now. I feel like it didn't require that much effort, at least not on my part. Having a stylish watch can make or break a first impression. But anyway, I went to bed on April 1st thinking the last things that I would ever think as a child. Will I ever be able to get on the bus without paying too much money and being stared at? You never seen a human hedgehog before? Where are all the phone boxes going? Are they dying out or something? Does London have another eye? And if not, is it technically a cyclops? What is behind this? It's probably no coincidence that they are all questions, but I'm not going to read into the subtext there. I heard that a certain sports team is going to have a good season this season. Anyway, as many of you know, I am a very introverted person. I'm not too awkward. I can talk to most people, but 9 times out of 10, my perfect night in is going to consist of video game marathons with Netflix and a pizza with some friends. The friends don't get the pizza though, that's just mine. So when I tell you that for my 18th birthday, I went out clubbing, I want you to understand the full force of that statement. And when I tell you that I went out clubbing on my birthday and had fun, I really want you to understand the weight of that statement. My older brother, the one with the feet, dragged me out to hit up the club, and we hit it hard, and unlike with other things, I've been told that I should be proud of that. And honestly, this was the biggest proof of how far I've progressed in terms of personality and character. Because Sam from a year ago, Sam from 6 months ago, wouldn't have even gone. And if he had, he would have been very scared about what everybody else in the room was thinking of him. Sam now, though, doesn't care, but is not going to dance anyway, out of respect for everybody that's watching. Anyway, after a night of whatever this is, I got home at 7:30 in the morning, where I proceeded to sleep the rest of the day, right? Sleep is for the weak. I tried to fall asleep for a few hours, and just as sweet unconscious embrace was about to take me, I got a call from work asking me to pull an extra shift. And you know what? I got through it, like a half man, half llama combination that doesn't know how to walk and hasn't slept for 26 hours. What? Anyway, that was over a month ago. Oof. I don't think I've ever been gone more than 2.5 weeks without making a video, and it was really starting to get to me. I keep hearing the words like and subscribe, but that's because I'm watching videos made by people making better stuff than me because I'm not uploading. So what have you been up to, Sam? I have been living in the wilderness, being amongst the animals and taming them with my bare hands. I think the fact that I filmed that in a different corner of my room shows that it's probably not true. I have been studying, and when I'm not studying, I am working. Which sounds really depressing, but I'm kind of enjoying myself. I'm finally in a place where I have, you know, goals and focus, and that feels really good. Not to mention that you're watching me on, you know, a shiny new lens, and you're listening to me with a shiny new mic. And I have one of these, which looks like an artifact from a film that I'm too young to remember. That was not a humble brag. There was nothing humble about that brag. I don't like peanut butter at all, and I wish that people would stop saying it's so great. Anyway, final question, what's coming next? Well, I think the fact that I just got a new lens and a new mic shows that I'm not planning on slowing down on here. Quite the opposite, actually. I finished production on my new short film, but you won't be seeing that for about a month. And in my regular life, which is to say what I make my videos all about and so on, the next month is all about exams, which means that it's probably going to be all about revision as well. Which will either mean that every video becomes a montage of me sitting at a desk, or a way of documenting my slow descent into madness. Either way, I'd stick around because I am not going that long without uploading again. So, more Sam stuff coming soon, but with it, I kind of need your help. In my last video, I was talking about hobbies, and I know that that was over a month ago, but I finally decided on one that's going to help me relax, and that's drawing. So maybe if you leave a comment about small things that I should doodle, maybe I will doodle them. I'd say make it something imaginative, but I already know that you guys are to going to. And secondly, I am still kind of, you know, flirting with the idea of doing guitar and music and so on. Hey, little idea. You wanna hang out? You wanna come over, stand on a chair and yell some opinions? I don't know how flirting works. Anyway, I'm gonna ask for the last time, if you guys want music, please say yes or no, and I will make a final decision, I promise. For now, I am Sam, that was some stuff. I will see you next time. I find BuzzFeed to be a massive waste of time. Okay, that one's also true.